Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of 3 Zendikar Rising draft. So the rare is Hagra Mauling. It's a great card. Probably going to be the first pick. You know, hard removal spell, also a land. Very good. Cinderclasm, good card. Probably at its best in a Wizards deck. That can take a lot of advantage of instants and sorceries. And Wizard cards, of course. Grotag Night Runner, fine party card. Spoils Adventure, good party card. Adept is good party card, so plenty of good party options already. Other notable picks in here: Bubble Snare, good removal. Makindi Ox for Selesnya or Boros landfall decks. Living Tempest, just random flash flyer. And the rest is not that exciting. I guess CK Colossus is playable for party, but yeah, let's go with the Hagra Mauling, see where that takes us. All right. So follow-up pick, we could just take the Chronicler. That's probably the strongest card. In black, we have Blight Priest, Skulker, and Zoff Consumption. I'm not 100% sure what Dimir wants to do, though. Dimir Kicker, I'm not sure, is an archetype. But Chronicler is certainly the strongest card here. It's going to want to put me in more of a Simic kicker deck, of course, but so yeah, I can just take the Chronicler, be happy with it. It's got to be the strongest card here. Otherwise, yeah, Jerboa is a cool card. I feel like I never get to play it. Sentinel or Marasa on the wheel, or Geyser Mage. 3 good kicker spells in here. Like I said, though, I mean, if I wanted to stick with black, I could just take like a, I don't know, Zoff Consumption or something, get a spell land maybe. But Chronicler is definitely worth taking. It's a strong effect. So we'll see. Ooh, well, we get past a Soaring Thought Thief. That's, considering we just took a blue and then a black card, a black and then a blue card rather. I think I'm fine taking the Rogue Lord and seeing if that pans out. The Rogue deck is also very good. So other notable cards, Shell Shield would be actually really good with the Chronicler. Protection and a loot effect. You can also maybe find it off of a Chronicler. Vanquish is playable removal. Sentinel, good with the Chronicler. But Thought Thief is just exceptionally strong. Lord, so let's take it. See if that's a plan we can do. Well, here it's Feed the Swarm versus Deadly Alliance. So probably Deadly Alliance because it's instant speed, even though Feed the Swarm is cheaper. You also have to pay life for Feed the Swarm, which makes it slightly less good. If you're just playing straight rogues, obviously Deadly Alliance is going to not be as good. You have to pay 4 mana. But it's fine. I mean, it's certainly worth taking here, I think. Duelist in here as well, which is actually a card I like a lot, but I should probably take a more powerful removal spell over it for now. Pack Beast, randomly a good rogue too, but for straight rogues I would prefer the Duelist. But for now, yeah, we'll take a Deadly Alliance and be happy about that. Okay, so pick now. We can take the Royal Mage. It's got good synergy with the Chronicler. It can get back a Hagra Mauling and a Deadly Alliance. And otherwise we take like a Buying Veil, but no, I think Royal Mage makes sense. We already have a couple good spells to get back. Synergy with Chronicler. Does not synergize with Soaring Thought Thief, but nothing in here actually does, so I think we just take the Royal Mage and be happy enough about that. Okay, well, another chance to get a Duelist, but I think we just take the Into the Royal. Another kicker spell for Chronicler. It's a good spell. Gloom Hunter would be a good choice too. But yeah, I'm fine taking Into the Royal here. Risen Riptide also wants to be in the Chronicler deck. But for now, we'll take Into the Royal. Be happy. So, nothing exceptionally good here. Chilling Trap, we currently have 2 wizards. And I don't think this card is playable if you're not drawing a card off of it. Could also take a Mucklord. Unfortunately, it doesn't have kicker and it's not a rogue. So it's not really... We might have to abandon the Soaring Thought Thief plan if we don't get enough rogues. and I might just have to be okay with that. So I guess we'll take the Chilling Trap in case we end up with just like a boatload of more wizards somewhere. It's possible. So we currently only have 3 black spells. I'm willing to kind of abandon ship on that plan if it's not panning out and maybe go more towards a kicker plan. Otherwise, anti-cognition is something that a rogue deck wants. But I'm kind of feeling the Riptide. There's some high upside to it if we get some more kicker spells. So we can just take a random Living Tempest here. Not exactly a card I'm looking for, but it's playable. I've played it before. In green for Simic kicker. Neither of these have kicker, so we'll just cut blue, because I'm pretty sure we're in blue at this point. So we can take the Might of Marasa. I would probably take the Skyclave Sentinel anyway. Better with the kicker spells we have. Squid is playable too. It's a late Jerboa, actually. But I'm going to take the Sentinel and be happy enough about that. Ooh, got the Spell Shield back. Wow, there's another Sentinel in here too. We only have 6 creatures. This is such a cheap cost. I'm going to take it over the second Sentinel. Nobody ever really expects it either, which is kind of nice, but it's just got... That's like the cheapest kicker spell in the set, I'm pretty sure. 2 mana kicker with Chronicler Riptide. It's just really good. So, only got the 1 rogue. You'd probably just still play it, although we wield the Duelist, which is possibly the sign we need that we can still pursue rogues. I really don't want to mix... I don't want to mix rogues and kicker, because I feel like they're not necessarily at dual plans, but I'd like to stick to one thing here. Here I can probably take the Acquisitions Expert if I'm going to pursue that. Otherwise, take a kicker card. I mean, I would rather go rogues just because Soaring Thought Thief, but then again, I mean, it's tough. Expert in general is pretty awesome. It's a better than the Rats card that was always around, the 2 mana 1/1 Rat that makes them discard. Otherwise, what else am I even taking in here? Could take Vanquish, get some removal. That's true. We're at 8 creatures currently. No kicker card I really want. I'm going to go Expert here. Vanquish is okay, but wow. Well, Lull Mage's Domination is excellent. There's also a Royal Mage in here, another Deadly Alliance, Skitter Sneak. But Domination's excellent. It doesn't even matter if you have the 8 or more cards in Graveyard Plan or not. This card just is insane, especially with Royal Mage. So let's get a control magic effect here. So Mind Carver is pretty cool, but what are we looking at? We can take a Skitter Sneak. We can take a Skulker's going to be better if we have a ton of rogues. Same sort of thing with Skitter Sneak, though. Seafloor Stalker's not bad. It's a little bit cheaper. More blue. But more of a party card is the only unfortunate thing. But you can still win games off of it. It's tough. I think I'm actually going to go Stalker here. I don't know if that's right. I'm just thinking based on what we already have, I might like that more. But to be honest, I'm not 100% on that. Here, I actually really like Subtle Strike. There's also a Diviner in here, and we do have some wizards. But like I said, we're kind of in a bit of a weird in-between spot right now. I mean, I would prefer to do the Rogue Plan. I think I just have more experience with it, and I think it's very good. But if we don't get that luxury, then Lull Mage's Familiar is good, but it's also Plunder. or a Diviner. I mean, Diviner can just win games, but we've got this weird mix of rogues and non-rogues, which I don't love. Rogue Wizard, not my favorite plan. I think I'm actually going to take the Plunder for the draw card bonus. Alright, we're taking into the Royal here. We only need 5 creatures. I think we're probably not doing Chilling Trap. Alright, we can take the Sky Dancer. It's also Pack Beast. Pack Beast basically has synergy with Acquisitions Expert, Soaring Thought Thief, and Plunder, which isn't bad. But Sky Dancer flies. There's also a Vanquish the Weak. Sky Dancer is a rogue that flies, that mills. I mean, Soaring Thought Thief, the thing about Soaring Thought Thief is it's playable regardless of whether you're in a rogue deck or not. That is kind of cool. You can just attack and mill. It's 2 mana, 1/3 flash flyer. That's actually true. I think we'll take the Cleric here as like a blocker that's got a class for Acquisitions Expert. It's good out of sideboard probably. Alright, Stalker versus Skitter Sneak. We already have a Stalker, but kind of don't mind maybe taking another one. Just because it's cheaper and it can be unblockable. You have to pay to make it unblockable, but it also comes down earlier. I think Stalker is actually just... randomly, it's really good sometimes. Alright, we get a Skitter Sneak anyway, so we're getting rogues, which is good. Can take Anti-Cognition, but at this point I'm kind of feeling maybe trying to dump our kicker plan and seeing if we can pursue rogues a little more intensely. Got the blue card. Like, I don't know if I need to do a Chronicler plan, although we have a few kicker spells already, so it's not bad. Aura is cool. Can take the Malachor Rebirth. There's another Spell Shield. Probably just take a Rebirth because spell land that is actually really good with Enter the Battlefield effects. Like, it's cool with like Sky Dancer. It's awesome with like Expert chump blocks. Malachor Rebirth, pay 2 life, maybe discard their last card or something. That is cool. It's good. It's not so good with Sentinel because it comes in unkicked. But it's still fine to take here. I think we just take Rebirth. Be happy enough about that. So, could take another Subtle Strike. Probably don't need a second Plunder. Could take a Skitter Sneak, although we wheeled that last time. To 14 creatures. Like I said, I really like Subtle Strike. I think it can do some really nasty things sometimes. It's at its best in Golgari counters, but we need to upgrade some of our creatures, like, I don't know, 3 Skitter Sneaks does seem excessive. I'm going to take the Subtle Strike because it's cheaper. Alright, there's Mind Carver, there's Glacial Grasp. Can take the Pack Beast now. It might just make sense. Pack Beast works with Deadly Alliance, works with Plunder, works with the Stalkers. Yeah, there's enough synergy at this point where we probably just take it. Could take the Vanquish, but we actually I think we have all the removal we probably need. Because I'm ready to cut some things. And I actually like Pack Beast. Like, I don't really want to do the Risen Riptide anymore. Wow, Ruin Crab. It's exceptionally strong. This pack is exceptionally strong for us. There's a Wind Robber in here too. But Ruin Crab is just an absolutely absurd card. I don't think they quite... I don't want to say I don't think they quite thought that one through, but if you ever get like 2 Ruin Crabs out in Limited, it's just kind of GG's. This card is just absurdly strong. it single-handedly, I've seen decks that aren't even dedicated mill, and one Ruin Crab just wins the game. So, tough card to beat. Alright, get another chance at Wind Robber here. I'm going to take it. I actually really like Wind Robber. Awesome card. There's also Sky Dancer and Skulker in here. But taking Wind Robber and never looking back. And at this point, maybe we can start ditching like Cascade Seer. Maybe the Tempest can go. I'm fine taking another Sentinel, I think. Because I'm not really playing anything else here, I guess, to liberate. I'm trying to think if I'm sticking with this Coral Helm Chronicler thing or not. Spell Shield. Or I can take the Relic Golem. I mean, with the Ruin Crab, I think we just take the Relic Golem. We probably have enough mill at this point. Probably. We'll see. All these Shell Shields. I'm going to take it. I don't think... Silencer's actually playable in here now that I think about it. Because we do have Pack Beast. Maybe we don't need 2 Shell Shields. Alright, well, we'll consider that. I mean, we're just getting all the Shell Shields anyway, so... Take another Cleric, I guess. Get the Glacial Grasp, which is kind of working towards what we want to do anyway. Somehow we ended up with like a pretty good kicker package for Coral Helm Chronicler, which was unexpected. And I guess Shell Shields protecting Ruin Crab is something we can think about. It's a weird deck. Another Glacial Grasp. I kind of like them. I mean, they really are basically what you want to do with a deck like this, so... We've got plenty of playables. So let's figure out what we're doing here. Take these out for now. I have a feeling we're probably going to just cut the Tempest. So with our spell lands, we can count this as a regular land, probably. Hagra Mauling we're going to count as a spell. And I think that's it for spell lands, right? Just the 2. I thought we had one more for some reason, but I don't see it now. So if I'm just doing a rough kicker count for Chronicler, we already have the 2 spell shields, 2 into the royals. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. So we don't... currently we're at what? 11 lands, and I probably want to run... Probably 17's okay, actually. Our curve's not that high, although, I mean, you want to hit your Ruin Crab land counts too. And actually, if we're going for a Skyclave Sentinel, you probably want 18 if you ever want to successfully kick those. I feel like this is a little bit at odds with... I do feel like this is a little bit at odds with what we want to do, because getting to 7 mana is difficult, and rogue decks tend to kind of tempo you out. They're more of a tempo plan. So I like that less. This feels like playing this as a 3-mana 2/3 flying defender, not exactly what the rogue deck wants to do. On the other hand, we have 2 subtle strikes, which synergize amazingly well with Skyclave Sentinel. You just put a counter on it and suddenly you have a 3/4 attacker in the air. So I may have talked myself into it, but we have to find some serious cuts here. Like, I can cut the Plunder. I probably don't need... I mean, draw card is great, but probably don't need it. How many actual rogues do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We actually got a fairly high rogue count. We've kind of got a little bit too much going on right now. It's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. We have a good problem. But I need to figure some things out. I need to figure out what I'm doing. If I cut the Sentinels, we still have 17 creatures. So I could cut the Sentinels. Let's say I do that. Then we have 14. I'm much more willing to run 17 lands, including the Malika Rebirth, if I cut the Sentinels, because then we don't have to worry about getting to 7 mana. That does bring us to, so we're at 15 creatures. I don't want to cut any rogues. I would only have 5 kick spells for Chronicler, but Chronicler randomly has synergy with Seafloor Stalker. I don't want to cut Subtle Strikes, but I'm considering it. As much as I like the card, where does that leave us removal-wise? I guess 2 into the Royals, sort of. Low Mage. Actually, I could cut 1 more creature. I like to count. I'm totally okay with counting Low Mage's Domination as a creature spell, because it essentially is. I'm fine with that. So I could cut 1 more creature, and it would probably be the Silencer. I don't know. I don't think Silencer is bad, but we're just low enough on... I think most of the time this is going to be a 6 mana 3/2 that gives -1/-1 to something, which isn't really good. So we do that. Now we're up to 15, so 2 more cuts. It's kind of still feeling like Subtle Strikes. Which really only leaves us, what? Spell Shields into the Royals for Coralhelm Chronicler. I thought there was 1 more kicker, but I might have cut it already. So then basically I'm running Chronicler as a 3 mana 2/2 that can loot off of, what, 4 spells in the deck? That's not that good. But at the same time, is there another package I'd prefer to do? Like, another option at my disposal would be cut the Chronicler, bring in like a Plunder, maybe a Living Tempest. I mean, Chronicler is interesting enough to probably keep, especially with the Stalkers. With Chronicler and Stalker or Pack Beast out, these just get way cheaper to activate. You can activate multiple times a turn and just win the game with them, which is actually really sweet. Thinking the Subtle Strikes, I don't know though. I really like them a lot, but I can't cut any more creatures comfortably. And Spell Shields are just really good in some matchups. And I want some kicker spells for Chronicler if I am in fact playing Chronicler. Still leaves me enough removal, probably. Maybe I sideboard into Subtle Strikes against the X1 decks. That's challenging. I just don't know what to cut there. I don't want to cut any more creatures. I want enough mill cards. We do have the Wind Robber, the Ruin Crab, the Duelist. We have Expert, which mills, Thief mills, Grass mill, Skydancer mills, Relic Golem mills. So good amount of mill. What's our color scheme looking like? Much more blue than black, but we do have double black. We have double blue as well. Triple blue, as a matter of fact. So we definitely want the extra blue. And I have to think whether I want double extra blue, actually. We'll figure it out. Let's say I do 9 of these. And then I would have 8 black. It's a 9/8. Or 10/7. Could do 10/7. because it's still more like 10-8. Makes our Haggard Mauling more difficult to cast, but if I have to play a Haggard Mauling as a land, I can. So yeah, I could do one extra blue, and the only reason I would do that is we have more than, well, we have about twice as many colored blue spells in our deck. We've got the double blue here, we've got the triple blue here, we've only got the one double black, and we still have like 8 sources of black with the Mauling and the Rebirth. Getting that triple blue domination is really important. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might just do it like this. Okay. I guess we have Pack Beast to help fix our mana in a pinch. We'll see what we can do with this. It's an interesting little rogue deck here. Alright, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Kind of tempted to reevaluate here. Like maybe get off the Spell Shield plan just because I don't have... Basically, I feel like I'm doing Spell Shields for Chronicler, and it protects Ruin Crab, but other than that, I don't really care. I guess it protects Soaring Thought Thief too. Like if I ditch Chronicler, then I feel like I can ditch the Spell Shields. So then I can bring back the Subtle Strikes, which I do want to run. I do think they're good, especially with our little dudes. And then I can probably run like a... Can do a Silencer, but it's way less good, especially if I got the Wizard. Probably just maybe a Tempest. Flash Flyer can randomly block things. This might actually be better. Yeah. Subtle Strike, I think, is going to be... It's just a better tempo card. So let's focus on this. So basically the only thing I lose out on value is into the Royal with a Chronicler out. I think that's fine. This build, I think, makes more sense. Alright, now we'll see you round 1. Alright, we'll play first. Oh yeah. I feel like you always keep those Ruin Crab hands. Especially Ruin Crab with Relic Golem. That's insane. So, if my opponent's going first... I mean, there's always a... I guess since I'm going first, we just slam a crab. But if my opponent were going first and they were red... Would it make more sense to wait on playing the Ruin Crab? I don't know. But I'm on the play, so we're going that turn 1 crab. And yeah, crab with the Relic Golem is really nuts. That's just really strong. So they definitely have some crab removal in there. We get to attack with a turn 4 6/6, which is really nice. They're going deep on their plan. Got Binding, Royal Eruption, and the only land they have is a forest. That's pretty nuts. I imagine some sort of deck that's got like Reclaim the Wastes and Roiling Regrowth or whatever it's called. The 3-drop that makes you sack a land and find 2 lands. Otherwise, I would say they're pretty greedy otherwise. Maybe, okay, so Selesnya Landfall. Soaring Thought Thief is good. Don't have a black mana for it yet, but this Relic Golem is... Oh, I do have a black mana for it with the Pack Beast. Yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome next turn. So they're already up to 7 cards in their yard, which is good. Alright, we got our black mana. So... Yeah... I guess that means we just do the Thief. And and attack. So, not able to attack with Relic Golem, unfortunately. That's fine. So we can attack with Relic Golem next turn. Sure. All right. Wow, they've got a good deck. Got a lot of goodies in there. All right, let's get in for 8 here. I guess I could have done Subtle Strike, but it's okay. We could probably just tap that. Oh wow, they got a lot of goodies in there. Skyclave Apparition too. They've got a really greedy mana base though. Because they're doing like Scorch Rider and stuff. I guess they have Lotus Cobra. 3 Royal Eruptions? Maybe it was worth the red splash. Yeah, with all the ramp too. That kind of makes sense. Skitter Sneak's obviously very good here. I think this is going to be fine, actually. So we just need to neg this or this, probably this, and we'll buff our flyer. Wow, they have 4 Royal Eruptions? That's pretty sick. I might want those spell shields in hindsight. A lot of targeted removal. Multiple Nihiri's Bindings. They've actually got a pretty sweet deck. A lot of survivability here. Yeah, 4 Royal Eruptions. That's insane. And they have Spike Field, Hazard, card draw stuff, Nahiri's Binding, Skyclave Apparition. They got a good deck. This isn't going to be an easy match. I don't think it's going to be pretty difficult to ride a Ruin Crab to victory when you got 4 Royal Eruptions to worry about. But so how many targets do I have for Subtle Strike? We've got that actually just straight up kill. We can kill Lotus Cobra, and that's basically it. I mean, obviously I want to kill Lotus Cobra, but I might just want to bring in the Spell Shields and possibly cut a Glacial Grasp. Maybe 1 Subtle Strike, 1 Grasp. And I want the Spell Shields because, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty good protection, actually. Random combat tricks sometimes, too. Alright, alright. Yeah, we can keep this. Stalker into Stalker is not the most exciting, and low Mage's Domination when you've got not that much blue mana could be a problem, but I don't really want to mull this either. All right. All right. Wind Robber's a good draw. No red mana, so it feels a little bit safer to play it. We need to get some cards in their graveyard here so this domination gets better. I guess they can. Here he's binding it too. Alright, Skyclave Apparition. So now we jam a Seafloor Stalker here. If they attack, I would think they have the Vastwood fortification. Alright, I think we'll just play another one here. Uh-oh. Alright. So guess we just jam a Skitter Sneak here and pass. No attacks. Well, that's interesting. Guess we just jam another Skitter Sneak and then pass. And they can start casting those Royal Eruptions. Or a Scorch Rider. think we'll just double block here. It seems fine. It's a fair trade in my mind. All right. So, I mean, yeah, I think we just pay this and get in with all of our dudes. They can double block, but I probably can just spell shield and trade a spell shield for an apparition. Kind of okay with that, actually. Seems like a fair trade. We get 6 damage in, we get a dude, keep our skitter sneak, get rid of their guy. All in all, pretty good value. They maybe need to kick a Royal Eruption to get rid of a skitter sneak, which I'm kind of okay with. Yeah. Can't really attack. They've got 3 cards in their yard. I don't really want a Royal Eruption, something that gains them life, but I could. I probably won't. Malachor Rebirth is kind of cool, actually, but we'll just do this and get in for 3. Stalker is just deceptively good. No need to play the Rebirth. They might actually cast Royal Eruption on Seafloor Stalker, in which case I can protect it, which is cool. Or, I guess if they do Nahiri's Binding, I can just bounce it and draw. Yeah, that's not bad. So they're at 11. 4 cards in yard. 2 Royal Eruptions down. We've got a grip of some pretty good goodies here. Yeah, and we're actually getting close to getting enough cards in their graveyard too, which is nice. So we still don't quite have lethal, even if we bounce Shepherd of Heroes at the end of their turn. But if they try and kill Stalker, I'll bounce it. I mean, it's just 3 damage a turn right now, which is a great clock. And we're just, I guess, using all of their Royal Eruptions up, so I'm fine with that too. And we're actually getting close to this. We're 1 shy now of Lull Mage domination on the Shepherd of Heroes, so let's play the Stalker. And they have 5 cards, so we can't actually Skydancer and get in with Skitter Sneak just yet. Very close, though. So we'll play the Sky Dancer. Mill them for 2. Alright. Pack Beast. Which is cool, but let's see. Play Pack Beast. And Stalker costs less. Attack with everything. They block our Skitter Sneak. We get in for 6, which is not lethal. So we'll just do this and pass. So now Skitter Sneak's turned on, and that is that. Alright, well, we beat a good deck there. That deck was really good. I mean, they had 3 Royal Eruptions in the top 14 cards of their deck, so that's insane. Okay, we'll see you for round 2. Alright, round 2, we'll play first. Yeah, I suppose we keep this. I actually don't love this hand, but I don't really want to mulligan it either. Hey, look. Haggard Mauling's only 3 mana because no basic lands on our opponent's side. Nice. Watch it go to 4 mana in real time. Okay, well, it's a threat we can eventually play. That's good. So, Skitter Sneak into Tempest. I'm okay with that. Stalker's pretty good. Good. Okay. Visionary. All right. All right. Well, we got all of our removal. I'm willing to trade a... Yeah, I was going to say into the Royal for something there. So we'll pass. We'll leave up the Living Tempest. Might be able to eat a Stalker. Oh, especially if they kick. I think they just screwed up royally. That's why you don't spell or play spells pre-combat. So now we can just, I think we actually just bounce the colony. Just good tempo play. Yeah. And actually this is insane. If we get another blue mana, we can steal their Gnarlid Colony. This is why Low Mage's Domination is such a strong card. Because you can steal Gnarlid Colony for a reduced cost, basically. It's just really good. So we probably play the Hagra Mauling, I suppose, to kill the Low Mage's Familiar, because I don't want him gaining life. And this costs double black, so I think it makes more sense. Into the Royal again. Well, it's cool, but we'll just Hagra Mauling the Familiar. I guess we could... Yeah, it doesn't make sense to attack, because they would just block with the Familiar, so... They've got 2 cards in yard, so we'll get in for 6. And we can leave up into the Royal and Malakir Rebirth. They're at 5 life, so they have to like Rabid Bite our Tempest, and we'll just protect it with the Rebirth. Kick the Colony. And Kite Sail, which kind of makes sense, so they can... I don't know why they put it on that one, though. In case we have like a kill spell or something. Wind Robber's cool too. I think we'll just Deadly Alliance. I guess they're Visionary. Get in for 3. And then we'll play a Wind Robber and we can leave up the Rebirth again. All right. So I don't want to show them the Lull Mages domination. So I'm just going to kick this on their colony and then kill them. Okay. So, Simic Kicker here. They've got the familiar, or I think it's Simic Kicker. Simic Kicker without actual kicker spells. So maybe this is just a ramp, 2/4 ramp. I guess Lull Mage's Familiar is still good as a 2/4 ramp. Otherwise, they've got a Visionary, Seafloor Stalker, multiple Seafloor Stalkers. Kind of an oddball looking deck so far. Cliffhaven Kitesail, just random stuff like that. Kicker. Oh, they have the Gnarlid Colony. Okay. What are we doing? I'm still pretty happy with what we've got. Are the Subtle Strikes worse here? They do look worse, but they're still just awesome combat tricks. Turning this into like a 4/5. They didn't show us any actual targeted spells, so Spell Shield's probably unnecessary. And then other than Spell Shield, we really don't have much of a sideboard. A Silencer for an X1 heavy deck, maybe. Probably not, though. I think we run her back. Yeah, this is good. I'm happy with this. Stalker doing stuff, maybe. I don't like playing a Duelist onto a blank board. No play. Interesting. Well, can do the Stalker, but I think Skydancer actually makes more sense. Get the flyer out there. Better with the Subtle Strike. Visionary, sure. Skydancer known. Colony in a land. Can play the Stalker. And actually Stalker with the Duelist is pretty slick. Because then we can just eat the Visionary. I mean, they got to draw off of it, but we're going to get to mill off of it and basically turn it into a 4-mana draw card effect, which isn't bad. Another Visionary, okay. Let's see if they're willing to offer the trade. They don't want to trade, which is kind of strange actually, but acceptable. Ooh, alright, so now we can go Ruin Crab, land, play a Stalker, get in with Skydancer. And pass. So all land draws are going to get them to the threshold that we like. We can start bashing with these seafloor stalkers too. You really don't ever need 2 seafloor stalkers, but it's okay. So Colony Ambush, Skyclave Sentinel, Turn Timber Ascetic. I think we'll block like this. And we'll do the duelist. With a couple lands. All right. Kick Gnarled Colony's cool. So we've got Into the Royal, but we've got the Subtle Strike, so we probably just need to bash with these 3. See if they block. If they don't, I'm happy to do whatever here. This is why Subtle Strike is such a good card. So what do they have for 1 mana? Their own duelist? Either way, I don't think we're losing our stalker, so I'm okay with that. Trying to think what they have for 1 blue. Oh, it's coming to Chilling Trap. Okay, I can pay for that. That was a weird sideboard card to bring in. I don't know if I agree with that in the deck that's running Gnarled Colony and Skyclave Sentinel. Maybe they have, and yeah, maybe they have more party stuff than I realized. And they brought in Broken Wings. What did we show them game 1 that was a flyer? Oh, the Living Tempest. Yeah, probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. Bubble Snare. Well, we can bounce our stalker if we want. Acquisitions Expert's pretty sweet, actually. Let's get in for 3. And then we'll Acquisitions Expert, which seems fine. They're going to take it. So we only get, it's basically just a 2 mana, they discard a card, which is probably fine. Alright. Getting rid of a Canopy Bailoff, I'm fine with that too. I suppose if I had another mana, I could have bounced into the Expert and played it again, which would have been okay. Ooh, you get good value here. I mean, granted, they only look at the top 4, but 3 cards is a big deal. Seafloor Stalker, alright. That time they didn't attack, which is interesting. Let's mill, get in with Stalker. Leave up into the Royal. How many visionaries they got in there? 3? That's a lot. I'm willing to trade these 2 little fellas for that fella. Oh, another stalker, okay. Guess I could have blocked with the crab. I don't know if that would have been better. Ooh, Pack Beast. That's pretty good. Then we can pay less mana for our Deadly Alliance and for our Stalker. Which is cool. So, do this. Don't really need the crab anymore. Alright, well, let's do this, I guess. Alright, sweet. Got round 2. We'll see you in the finals. Alright, round 3, we'll play first. Yeah, I suppose we do keep. Tough to mull the Ruin Crab hand. Obviously we need some lands here, though. I mean, we have the Rebirth, so happy to play that on turn 2. But we're going to need a little more gas after that. Main deck Broken Wings. That's pretty unusual. I'm trying to think if it's good against us, too. Not actually sure. Well, I don't like playing Hagra Mauling, but here we are. So they are also 3-color. Land here would be really good. Then our Skitter Sneak's turned on too. Nice. So they're up to 9 cards in the yard. Wow, they've got the Bailoff too, which is pretty good. I'm okay with that. Crab already did its job, so I'd say we're in pretty good shape. Let's get in with our Skitter Sneak. And then we're going to play another one. And pass. Taberax, okay. Sky Dancers, not bad. So we can attack with 2 Skitter Sneaks. I can tap the Brute now and get in for 8. Actually, I can get in for 10. And that puts them in a little bit more of a tricky position. Because then... So, alright, I think we'll go for it. Oh, that was a good draw, yeah. Because then we can follow up with Stalker, too. That's pretty cool. Alright. So we'll get in for 10. They can trade with their Pack Beast, which is fine. Their Tabarax gets bigger. Can also double block a Skitter Sneak, which might make more sense for them. They lose both their guys. Yeah, they want to go for that. That's fine. So their Tabarax does get bigger. We're going to play the Stalker so we can get in for not quite enough damage. Alright, well, that does pretty good for him. Let's see. They're going to be at... So I can chump the Fledgling, take 3 in the air. Yeah, that probably makes sense, actually. Because I can't kill them anyway, and I don't really want to take 4 damage there. So... Oh, that was a good draw. Okay, let's get in for 8. Play the Stalker. Pass. So then both of our Skitter Sneaks are lethal. They've got a pretty good looking deck. Some weird stuff in there, but... Yeah, actually the Broken Wings main deck, I still don't understand that. Is it really that good? Is it good enough to just main deck in Limited? I don't think so. I've certainly had plenty of matchups where it does nothing. So they can attack with everything. Kind of want them to play a land, because then that's one less card I have to worry about in their hand. That one, not sure I'm worried about. They're gonna get their thing back. Yeah. Curious what they're... Okay, I'm glad they're going in with everything, because now we can live. So we just have to block here, and block here, and then we take 6, and then we kill them. Sweet. Alright, got game 1. They got a good looking deck. Like I said, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit of a mix of some stuff in there, but like class with non-class stuff, but even the I mean, Tabarax doesn't need class to be good. It's just a good card. And Shepherd doesn't necessarily need classes either. It gains 5 mana 3/4 that gains 2 is still fine. It gained 4 for them, so they've got a good amount of flyers. They got the Blood Beckoning, multiple Feed the Swarms. With some lifelink, I guess. Cragplate Bailoff is good. They've got the Lotus Cobra. Not a million X1s, but got the Subtle Strikes. Could bring in the Spell Shields as some protection against Feed the Swarm, and Vanquish. It's actually not bad. But Subtle Strike is so good that I kind of want to keep it around. I just feel like I'd rather, instead of protecting my guys, I'd rather just come up with some really fancy, you know, tempo-y combat situations where I kill their guy and my guy gets permanently bigger. Subtle Strike is subtly good. Is that the word I'm looking for? Subtle? I think we'll run it back. Like I said, maybe if I see a few more removal spells, I'll consider the spell shield, but just based on a couple feed the swarms that they have to pay life for anyway, I think we're okay. They used the Vanquish on the Rune Crab, which isn't that big of a deal because it had already done its job. I think I'm going to keep this. We don't have black mana, but the Pack Beast potentially can help with that. Alright. Do have Subtle Strike for that. If we can... Yeah, I guess we can just do it next turn. Which I'm fine with. Felidar also good. So, I think we'll just attack. Kill that and pump this. I wanted to get the dude off the board so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright. So we can grasp that and draw, hopefully find some black mana. Well, I got rid of their Blood Beckoning. I guess that's good. There's our black mana. So... guess we tap that too. Duelist, okay. It's got 5 mana. Thought Thief's cool. Guess we'll do the Stalker first. Actually, yeah, we'll see. So we'll play the Thought Thief. Yeah, take 7. So Relic Golem, they're at 7 cards in yard. That's okay, actually. That'll work. That'll work. Play the Relic Golem and pass. Well, that's cool. So, do that. I'll eat this. And I might want to take a little less damage there. Alright. That's cool. And Marasa Brew, okay. Skitter Sneak, so they're up to 8 or more than, so we can get in with that. So I think we'll get in with the Relic Golem. They probably just take it, which is fine. We can play Skitter Sneak, so they have to keep the Brute back. And we can also, I mean, we also have Lethal too. They're doing some combat math at the moment. Alright. Gonna attack for 8. Can I mean, it's not lethal, so I can take it. And then if I draw a land, do I want to chump here? I mean, the Stalker's not lethal, but I can get in with it next turn. Leave the Relic Golem back. But then I have to pay 4 mana. I have another Stalker in hand. I think we'll protect ourselves for now. Alright, and we got the 6th land, which is nice too. So now we can get in with the Golem. The Tabrax gets bigger. We have Stalker. And pass. So they attack. So we can do the Sky Dancer here. Oh wow, they've got the Felidar Retreat too, huh? So I suppose I'd rather block, like, save a little bit more damage there. Fearless Fledgling, okay. Let's see here. So 7 mana. So I can only pump this. Once. So I can attack with the Stalker. See if they take it. They might block with Fledgling, but then we can block the Dreadworm with our Relic Golem. So I suppose we do that. They might actually take it here too. Because Fledgling can't kill us anyway, so this is okay actually. And then we have a Living Tempest to block Tabrax. Oh, and then they have the... Alright, well, the Baloth's going to get us. If they didn't have the Baloth there, I think we would have had it. Because we would have been able to chump the Tabrax. So, that was a close game. It came down to their top deck there. Or, yeah, came down to their top deck. We would have won that. So once again, another chance to do Shell Shield, but killing Fledgling's kind of huge. Felidar Retreat is really good. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. They also saw all the same removal spells just in the top like 13 cards of their deck or whatever, so it's probably fine. Just run her back. Alright, we'll play first. Yeah, it's hard not to keep a turn 1 Rune Crab hand. They do have Feed the Swarm in there, but hopefully we can mill them a couple times before they kill it. Or do the Vanquish the Weak, whatever. You get it. You get it. Oh, they rabid bite in there too, huh? Okay. So, Deadly Alliance. Alright, well, the good news is we got rid of that Felidar Retreat and a Squad Commander, both of which are pretty excellent cards. Alright, Felidar is something we can deal with. Into the Royal 2 can actually protect our crab. I like that. Because they only have 26 cards left. Only 26. Not bad. I think I kind of want to take... I kind of want to protect my crab because I feel like it's an important block here. Like I said, if they try and use removal on crab, we can just... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, let's bounce Felidar. Draw. Expert's cool, I guess. Tempest isn't bad. Play the Tempest. Go land. Did we get rid of their blood beckoning at least? That'd make me feel better. Uh-oh. No, we did not. So we'll just play the expert. And I guess we're just going for their deck at this point. Raptor. To replay the land for Felidar. I think we're gonna... I don't really want to trade my Tempest for the Sproutling. We are going to kill the Felidar with the Deadly Alliance. We still have the 2 Subtle Strikes too, so... Oh, that's actually interesting. Huh. Alright, well, we're taking 3. It's fine. Kill the Felidar. Draw. Oh, that was a good draw. So we can tap the Sproutling. Silencer to kill. I only have 2 classes, so they'll kill the expert. We'll tap the Sproutling. Draw. Stalker's good. I think we will make the trade here. Because we have the Thought Thief to eat the Raptor now, which is good. So we're gonna let that be a surprise. Let's do Stalker. And pass. They've got 10 cards left. Okay. That's actually an interesting choice. So, obviously we'll let that happen. We're going to get him with this Soaring Thought Thief, though. Which puts him in pretty big trouble. Cobra. Skydancer's cool. So they've got not that many cards left. So 2, yeah. Pass. We grasp the Sproutling. They're down to 5 cards left. We drew a land. We go Skydancer. We block here, block here. We got 3 cards left, so that should do her. Ruined Crab for the win here. Sweet. All right. Well, we ended up taking the draft. Very cool. Wasn't like a ridiculous, rogue deck. Certainly not the best rogue deck I've ever had, but Ruined Crab just steals games. So really cool. Happy to get the victory there. Very happy. That was overdue for one. It's been a little while. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.